was also something that the samurai practiced a lot. These are civilian clothes. The pants are split, they're like chaps. They're horse riding pants. Early samurai were mounted archers. The way of the horse and bow was the way of the warrior. Okay? So, like cowboys wore chaps, that's basically what the warriors. They split the middle, protect your legs, etc. It became a little more formalized later on, just like going to Dallas and seeing all kinds of people that more had the horse. Okay? So, probably a little bit of that with the samurai as well. So, I'll show some cuts from the draw. First basic cut called shaky. And the reason is the sense of honor, etc., was a little different. If a person could be caught by surprise, then it was okay to catch him by surprise. The samurai should not be able to be surprised. So a lot of things they did, one of them is they were very careful on how they walked around each other. Samurai, samurai would not allow another samurai closer than this. You walked non-weapon side to non-weapon side, and everybody wore the weapons the same way. Doesn't matter whether you were left-handed. Usually in Japan a long time ago, if you were left-handed, they tied the left hand down, made you be right-handed. Okay? And ultimately, everything you do, how you wear, what you do, how you get up and down from the kneeling position, seiza, had to do with weapons handling. So, probably a fair number of former military here, weapons handling. So managing yourself around other people that are close to violence, especially if you serve your opponents in Afghanistan or Iraq. You were very careful how you manage a weapon and what you allow them to do is so different. Okay? So, the goal with being able to cut targets more than once is how good was the first cut? Is the first cut good enough for it to sit, or did you pull and drag the cut and the mat's flying all over the place? Okay? If your hasuchi correct, that's the angle of attack of the blade, and your technique is right, the target should not be disturbed over much. It shouldn't be disturbed very much. I'm going to show a couple of our kata. Where's my steps and sorters? Okay, Dominic first there. I'm going to show some kata and then I'll cut them some of them. So, kata are forms for practicing. Now, modern people have a misunderstanding of kata. Kata is, as Kokoro-sensei would say, not about real fighting. Okay, real fighting changes all the time. But kata shows you a different way of perceiving and moving. It's designed well, very structured in to ultimately free you to be able to do whatever is necessary in the moment without thinking, even if you've never done that before. So, you have kata for iaijutsu, where we work from the draw. Now, I won't do anything here for the moment because he's got a sword on me. I have to pay attention. I have to step back. What do I have to do? As he comes up, now, notice no clash. There might be a little bump. Here's what happens with some of the modern styles. The Ido, if I come like this, he drives right through me. Either counters or he can drive right through me. I'm one-handed. So this is very different. You can't leverage or push your way here. What I do is he's coming, I reach past and change the shape of my body, and it skips them like a rock on water. And they skip. There's no clashing. There's no 5 moves to victory. That's Hollywood, right? No 5 moves to victory. There's no time. What are we both going to stop when we get there? You're both going to die, which was common. I used to do common. Okay? Another use, I'm going to do a kata where I'm going to use the second sword. Where's mine?
Excuse me. Pardon me. roll, I need you to move out here too.
Came out of the samurai truck.
And I'm going to do sword cutting as well. So, we're both facing off. I need to try to create a gap or opening here, so I'm going to slowly create an opening where he feels comfortable in raising his sword and put me under duress. You can't see that second sword drawn. Why is it drawn? It's drawn so that as he skips off of my blade, no block, I can then manage his sword while I'm putting my sword on him. These swords, military guys like M855 ball, don't have a lot of shocking power. They cut really cleanly through people. But they don't do a lot to them in the process. They're mortally wounded, but they're not dead yet. The problem is, I can make a mortal cut, and if he stabs and cuts me, we're both dying, and that was common. Okay? The degree of skill necessary to survive this is why the art got so high. Putting swords on people is easier than surviving it. See, most martial arts is constantly exchanging force. That doesn't work here. Everybody dies. Okay? Another use, give me a second attacker, or two swords, okay, is he's going to attack, my sword will still be in the saya. As he attacks with his first cut, I then immediately have to be able to manage the other one. I can't always get my sword around fast enough. So draw the second sword. Many times in first cut, but not always. Okay? So the tools are valuable because you have to train them all the time. So when we go to Bokuto, wooden practice swords, both ends, we use both blades. Right? Both blades. So let me do some cutting. This year, I'm cutting with some blades that the trading company is selling their 5160. This is not the traditional steel. It's a spring steel that makes a very good blade for meshing it, etc. For practice, it's not too expensive. Very well balanced, cut very well. Right? So there'll be some at 9 Victor, 9 if you're interested. I'd also like to introduce my guy Ron Chen. Ron is master swordsmith. Okay? The swords that you see over at the booth, the top one is my favorite sword that Ron made with the other one, Ron is the swordsmith. There's a company now called Shaky Forge, and they're using custom forged swords as well as other more affordable swords out of Taiwan. Okay, now these cuts were common because of the kabuto, the helmets that were worn. So instead of coming straight down into the helmet, which is there to protect, you try to cut through either a gap in the armor or through the plates on the side of the helmet. Another cut called kiriage, ground to side. Okay, these are cut this way, cut, and then either doki or doki, either across the belly or higher up on the person. Now, what's the problem with cutting across my belly right now? I got another piece of steel there, right? So you have to look, what's the person wearing? Sword's not going to cut through this. Okay? So I'm actually protected here because of what I'm wearing. But this is a cut. Doki, okay, are parallel to the ground cuts. Some through here, some across the chest. Okay? These were different cuts of